Hey guys, welcome to the new shop. Been busy. So I'm here to talk about how taking echinacea can actually make you really sick. Welcome to the Living Codex. I'm Bonnie, and this is where remembering begins. Every herb has a story, deeper than the algorithm knows, and I'm here to teach. So let's remember what was never meant to be forgotten. Try an herb that everyone swears by just to feel completely let down. It's not you. It's not you. And it's not the herbs, it's the information and the half-truths. So, what are we doing here besides watching me decant some Macrophages I just got? I want to do like a myth-busting type of series for those who are tired of the scroll-fed misinformation, just regurgitated, sorry you can't see my face, regurgitated like posts that are just the same thing over and over again. Return to sober herbalism, no shortcuts, no dilution of ancestral wisdom, just a living codex of plant allies. Each plant ally has so much to offer. I don't believe in gatekeeping or elitism or extortion disguised as education. You shouldn't have to pay for knowledge that your grandmother knew or your great grandmother knew. So what I want to do is like herbs that have been miscast, right, by the algorithm. And what they're actually for. The reason why I want to do this is because herbalism should feel like a hearth, not a fucking hustle. And that's what it started to feel like for me, and that's why I just stepped away for a few months. So let's get into it.
Let's go.
Why can calendula make you sick? Not calendula, good lord, see, because I'm doing calendula. Why can echinacea make you more sick if you take it for antiviral properties? Here we go. It's cold and flu season. Everybody's doing their antiviral this and antiviral that. Okay, so what echinacea does do exactly? She stimulates the macrophages of the immune system. It's like a cleanup crew, like I wish I had. Think of macrophages as like janitors, but like with a bite. They will just like eat stuff. They go around the room looking for stuff to eat. Hey, hungry folks. They are looking for cellular trash, bacteria, like dead cells. When you get pus, they're the ones that make the pus. Like they eat the stuff and then like once they find something sketch, they will just eat it and like ritual composting, and then you get pus instead of compost. Well, anyway, but the thing with that though, this is the thing, the tricky part. They call in for reinforcements. Release these chemicals, cytokines, which help with bacterial, not viral precision. And if you keep taking echinacea, they will just keep stimulating the macrophages, and they'll just keep doing that. So, and she activates the NK, natural killer cells, right? So we gotta talk about that. They're like assassins, right? Like ninjas, like ritual guardians, but they don't wait for permission. So they don't follow any orders. That's the problem with them. Their job is to protect and destroy. That's it.
Ready. Fight.
They just detect and destroy infected or cancerous cells before they replicate. They scan cells for signs of distress or viral takeover, and then but unlike antibodies or like T cells, natural killer cells are part of your innate immune system, like your lizard brain immune system. They act completely like toddlers with knives. Toddlers with knives. I'm gonna get a new box of gloves so hold on. So this matters for a reason. Here we go. Why this matters for echinacea specifically? Because she stimulates both of the macrophages and the NK cells, which sounds super great, right? Until you realize they're not virus specific. They're general immune system activators. There goes that, right? I'm through my gloves. So again, overstimulating them can lead to absolute chronic inflammation and immune burnout, and even autoimmune flare-ups. Like I don't even have echinacea in my shop. Like I have so many plants, and then I even have some like over here and like over there. Like none of it's echinacea because it's just too much. It's like calling the damn fire department to blow out a candle. Like it can just cause a lot of damage. So like chronic use of echinacea daily can lead to excessive white blood cells, leukocytosis, and like eventually this not leukemia, but leukopenia, something like that. It's basically just immune system burnout. It can aggravate autoimmune disorders, and she's super not suitable for daily immune support. She will burn you out. She is powerful. So, but effective uses cuts and bruises. So optimal, sounds like nuts to be honest. Optimal applications for echinacea, right? Like the best ways to use her. Like oxymel and vinegar is, an oxymel, which is vinegar and honey. It's late at night. We had a birthday party of echinacea root for like short-term immune ignition to like spice her up a little bit. What the fuck? I gotta go get a damn funnel. Okay, for short-term use, not for viral or fungal specific stuff. You can do a decoction of the root, simmered for support. Avoid tinctures, honestly, with her because alcohol can overstimulate and strip the nuances of her. I mean, she has a flower after all, right? So, short-term uses of echinacea are okay, like 4 days on, 2 days off, especially if you're battling something like a bacterial sinus infection, bronchitis, pneumonia. She's great for wound healing, especially if you pair it with something like yarrow, which of course is one thing that they did get right about that. Was regurgitated correctly. Again, like the pus thing, right? Boils, abscesses, post-antibiotic recovery, you need your like immune system to like shape back up. But like, okay, so some other herbs though, like to be wary of besides just echinacea and with the antiviral label, it's like cold and flu season, right? So obviously echinacea, like that's what we're talking about, right? But like she's not virus specific, so she's best for bacterial infections, short-term use. Astrogalus, she's a deep immune builder. She's not for like acute viral illnesses and can actually make it worse if you're taking her during like an active viral infection. Elderberry is one. She's not good like antiviral like you think she is. Often misused, like especially for daily, like don't daily. No. She's not a booster. She has to use at the onset of symptoms, but like not preventatively, and she's super risky for autoimmune conditions. Again, but I'll do a thing about it next video. So what to use, right? Then what about great Bonnie? Thanks for this. Now what? Okay, lemon balm or like Melissa leaf. Balm and Melissa leaf are the same thing. She is potent antiviral. She regulates influenza, the actual flu. She calms the nervous system down and supports digestion. I lost my cat. There it is. She contains, I don't know, oleoropin. I can say it in my mind. I can't say it with my mouth though. But she's shown to inhibit like viral replication and is like actually really good for broad spectrum antiviral, and it's good for your heart, cardiovascular benefits. Licorice root. I liked licorice when I was a kid. The specific kind of licorice, I'll put it up here wherever it fits on my face. She blocks viral attachment and replication, and is actually an anti-inflammatory. Like it soothes mucous membranes, but like only for short-term use. Like, the thing with antiviral stuff is the importance between in vitro studies done and like human clinical trials. Like I will post receipts, so I don't get no hate and like death threats. But there is a big difference between a petri dish trial and a human trial. And on top of that, in a petri dish, if they put an herb in there and she does something to a virus that just like that means that specific virus or that specific function against a virus, it doesn't make it automatically antiviral. And that's where a lot of misinformation comes in. And then like you drink a bunch of echinacea tea when you're sick and then it does nothing for you. You're like, herbalism, this is stupid. I'm just gonna like take some zinc or whatever. But echinacea is not a failure. She is so good at helping your immune system do what she does best. She's just been miscast. It's like eating soup with a fork, you know what I mean? And you're like pissed at the fork. It's not the fork's fault. It's operator error, you know what I mean? It's a lack of knowledge, a lack of being curious. And like, so why, if somebody tells you it's antiviral, why? How is she antiviral? What makes her antiviral? What part, you know what I mean? What part of the immune system does she stimulate that makes her antiviral, right? Echinacea is not a cure-all. She is a watchtower herb. She is stationed right at the edge of alert and unwavering, much like the macrophages that she stimulates. So I'm done with these for now. And I'll put some links and stuff in the description because I want to show my work and I have receipts and I promised receipts. So you can learn more for yourself. Like don't rely on just me or anybody else for that matter. Do your own research, learn, like Google and like how to make it do what you want. Like what else has algorithm lied about, right? What other stuff has the Instagram herbalists misled you about? Because the herbalism world is very much like a game of telephone. Like one person says one thing or something, right? Like echinacea is antiviral. And then everyone just cites that person's blog or whatever. And then they each just cite each other and then each other. And then it just snowballs into like a big giant misinformation. And they have so much more to offer than just that. So what's next? I got a couple right off the top of my head, but these herbs are not trends. They're lineages. And honestly, I'm here to remember them and I'm here to help you remember them. And I think that's the most important thing, honestly. I like my little poetic lore and blurbs, but not everybody does. But either way, stay tuned for elderberry next. We'll do elderberry next. And why she has also been miscast by the algorithm and how she can cause harm if she's misused and not respected. And then chamomile. We'll do chamomile after that. We'll do chamomile. We'll do it together. And how chamomile is so much, oh my God, she's so much more than a sleep aid or like a relaxant or whatever. I have some, it'll blow your mind. It'll blow your mind about chamomile. It's cold flu season though, so maybe I'll do echinacea first. But if you really want to hear about chamomile, I don't know, please send me in the comments. Or don't. Whatever. I'm still gonna do it. But herbs, like any other substance, are not a band-aid, they're not catch-alls, they're not quick fixes. We're so used in the US or whatever Western medical industry that you take a pill and you instantly feel better. And that's not the case with herbs. You're to use them with reverence and not routine or, you know, flippantness. But this page closes and the codex will carry on. I am Bonnie, and until next time, keep your curiosity lit and your medicine true. Because you want it and then away again.